Yes, sir.
Okay. So after this puja vacation, we will start module 4, I think. We have done the interpolation techniques almost, or one or two more techniques is still remaining. That is, I think I will tell you after the completion of the syllabus. Okay. Let me. Is it visible?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, as like as numerical interpolation techniques, with the help of discrete set of data points given to you, means functional structure or continuous function is not given to you. Some discrete data points is given to you. With the help of that data points, you may able to create at some other point, or you may able to find at some other point the value of the function. And the function is not given to you. Beside that, some discrete point will be provided to you. Here is also the same logic. Some discrete set of points, suppose x and y, respective values are suppose x0 and corresponding y is y0, at x1 corresponding y is y1, at x2 corresponding y is y2. In that way, you do have suppose n plus 1 number of data points corresponding y is yn. And question is asked to you, what will be the dy by dx at x equals to xp. xp is not belongs in this range. Okay. Question is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So on the basis of data sets, suppose if these data sets are equal space data sets, you may able to use, suppose xp is belonging at the beginning neighborhood and x values are equal spaced, then you will use the Newton forward interpolation, and whatever the interpolated polynomial as a phi x you will get, in that polynomial you have to do the derivative, means that will be approximately d phi x by dx. In that derivative you have to put x equals to xp, and that will be the approximate answer. And if xp belongs in the ending neighborhood and x values are the equal space arguments, you will use Newton backward interpolation technique to interpolate polynomial with the help of these data sets. That polynomial is looks like phi x, and that polynomial you have to do the derivative. And if on the basis of data set, same algorithm will be followed. Okay. Suppose data sets are unequal, even spaced, means uneven spaced, not equal spaced, then you have to use the Lagrange's interpolation or Newton divided difference interpolation. With the help of suitable interpolation technique, you have to approximate a polynomial y as a function of x phi x. In that polynomial, you have to do the derivative, and which point is asked to you, that point you have to put in this derivative value. That is the laborious work still now, but smart question will be built. Suppose you have to calculate dy by dx at the initial point, suppose, or at the final point, or second point, or second last point, like that. That time you will get a suitable, nice formula. That formulas you have to remember, and that is our class today. Okay, so for that purpose, only two techniques are there: Newton forward interpolation techniques and Newton backward interpolation technique. With the help of that techniques, we will derive some formula, and obviously we are using Newton forward or backward, whatever. X values are equal space. X values are equal spaced, and find the derivative at first point. Okay. Now tell me which interpolation technique with the help of these data sets, if this data sets is given to you, is for example, this data sets is given to you, then which interpolation techniques for this question we will use? First point means that is x0. X0 is lying at the beginning neighborhood, means obviously that is itself.
Forward interpolation.
That is obviously itself. Means we will use the Newton forward interpolation techniques. Then your interpolated polynomial will be y equals to phi x, whatever it is. That is y0 plus u del y0 plus u minus 1 by factorial 2 del square y0 plus u minus 1 u minus 2 by factorial 3 del q y0, and so on up to n linear factor multiplied and del n y0. That will be the last term. In that way it will be keep continuing, where u equals to x minus x0 by h, isn't it? That is our Newton forward interpolation, interpolated polynomial. Formula is okay. Then in that polynomial you have to do the derivative dy by dx. Dy by dx means, tell me, this is related to u. U is transformed by this transformation. If you will use that u value here, you will get y as a function of x. So initially y is a function of u and u is transformed by x. So directly you cannot able to do the derivative with respect to x. You have to use the chain rule. So first do the derivative with respect to u, then u with respect to x. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
From here du by dx, what it is? Du by dx, x0 is the known numerical value, h is the constant from the given data sets. So du by dx is 1 by h, isn't it? So in place of du by dx, 1 by h, and du by dx, that is du by dx, dy by du, that y is related to u, that expression you just do with respect to u derivative. What will be the derivative of this with respect to u? Tell me. First term constant, so it is 0.
Yes, sir.
Second term with respect to u, del y0. This is constant.
Voice is breaking.
Del y0. Tell me this expression, third term. What will be the derivative with respect to u? U square minus u by 2. What will be derivative with respect to u?
2u minus 1 by 2.
2u minus 1 by 2. Very good. Del square y0. What will be this derivative with respect to u? Okay, u cube means 3 u square.
3.
Okay, minus 3
Yes.
3u square means 6u plus 2.
Yes.
isn't it? By 6.
Yes.
Factorial 3 means 6. And term will be del q y0. In that way, all the terms, related terms, you have to do derivative with respect to u, isn't it? So dy by dx you have already calculated. Now question, in that expression you have to put the values of x, which is the asking point. Okay, now asking point is the initial point, means at x equals to x0, what will be the u? U will be, follow, u is x minus x0 by h. When x equals to x0, what will be the u? X0 minus x0 by h,
0, 0,
that is 0.
0.
So basically dy by dx for the given set of data points at the initial point x equals to x0, its value will be, you just see, nice expression you will get here. In this expression, put wherever you do have u. In place of u, you just put 0. And which expression you will get, that is you just write. So that is first term. Now this is 0. That is first term. So del y0. And everywhere you just put u0. So what will be the second term? This 2u, u0 means this is 0. Isn't it? So,
Yes.
so minus 1 by 2 del square y0 means del square y0 by 2. Then in third term, what it will come? u0 here, u0 here. So it will be 2 by 6 means 1 by 3 del q y0 means del q y0 by 3. If you will calculate the next terms step by step, these terms, and if you will put 0, next term will be del 4 y0 by 4. Next term will be del 5 y0 by 5. Next term will be del 6 y0 by 6. In that way, you will get a alternating series expression. That formula you have to remember. Derivative of the first point. Okay. Now you just tell me these values. Who is these values? This del y0, del square y0, del q y0, del 4 y0, del 5 y0. These values are in the difference table. Where these values are lying in the difference table? If you will calculate the difference table of this given data sets, in first difference column, first difference value is del y0. Second difference value will come as, in second column, del square y0. Third, del q y0. Del 4 y0. In that way, del n y0. In that way, upper diagonal elements are useful to construct this formula. Okay. You got my idea? Okay. So for the, if you got this idea, so whatever the given set of data points is given to you, on that basis you just construct the difference table. In that difference table, starting element the first difference value from del y0. In the interpolated polynomial you need y0 also, but in derivative your value will start from del y0. Okay. So in the upper, all the differences value and upper differences values means upper diagonal elements, you just rearrange in this series, you will get the derivative at the first point of the given set of data points. Okay. Can you remember this formula?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or quickly, you just tell me the example of this. Then I will derive some other formula also. So calculate y dot 0 means derivative at 0. From the following table of the function y equals to log y equals to log 10 base x plus 2. Also calculate error involved this is my question where x values are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 corresponding y values are functional values just it. And corresponding y values are okay. Are you seeing? दिखाई दे रहा है वो? 0.
Yes sir, दिखाई दे रहा.
0.10 0 point suppose 4774771 at 2 0.6020 at 3 0.69 6990 and 4 it is 0.7782. In this function, in place of x, you just put 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, you will get these values. Okay. And if you do the derivative of this function directly, dy by dx, what will be the derivative of this? Mathematical derivative.
So
1 by x plus 2. And that is log 10 base. So it will be log 10e. If it is simply log, then log e base e means 1. Okay. So log 10e, isn't it? So in this place, whatever the question means, question is you have to do the derivative dy by dx means y dot 0 derivative means at x equals to 0. In place of this, you just put x equals to 0 means dy by dx x equals to 0. That is basically your y dot 0. Okay, that value will be 1 by 2 in place of x0 log 10e. You just do with the help of calculator what will be this value will come? Do you have calculator? One log 10e divided by 2. Follow. Just calculate this value with the help of calculator. You do have scientific calculator, no? बोलो वैल्यू कितना होगा?
0.8. एक सेकंड.
0. Obviously
0.86.
86. Why 86? log 10 e का वैल्यू कितना है? log 10 बेस e का वैल्यू 10 बेस e
0.217 आएगा सर. 0.217.
log 10 e looks like it will be 0.45, looks like, I don't know, but if you do calculate and again you just divide by 2, it will come as 0.2, looks like 0.2171. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is your exact value. Now with the help of this formula, with the help of these data sets, whatever you will get, that is the approximate value actually. That is approximate. And exact minus approximate, that is the error. That is particular question. Now for these data sets, you just calculate the difference table. X and Y. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this value? At 0, 0.3010, 0.4771. At 2, it is 0.6020. And 3, 0.6990. It is 0.7782. First difference column, you just tell me. Subtract these from this. (0.1761). Subtract this one from this. Follow. 0.1249. Subtract this one from this. 0.0970. Subtract this one from this. 0.0792. Second difference. Subtract this one from this. It will be minus 0.0512 because this is greater. Okay. This is again minus 0.0279. This is again minus 0.0178. Isn't it? You just verify. Third difference. Subtract this one from this. It will be 0.0233. And this here position, subtract this one from this. This will be 0.0101. Fourth difference, subtract this one from this, it will be minus 0.0132. Now you need upper in the difference table upper diagonal element, that is your del y0. That is your del square y0. Y0 is at the point x0, x0 at the point x0, x0 is 0 at the point 0, y value is y0. This is the y0. This is del y0, del square y0, del q y0, and that is del 4 y0. These values you just rearrange in this alternating series. Outside divide 1 by h space length. What is the h? So dy by dx at x equals to 0, basically that is y dot 0. That is outside 1 by h. What is h? Tell me. 1 minus 0, 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2, 4 minus 3. h कितना है? 1.
1 sir.
So 1 by h. 1 by h. Del y0 means this value 0.1761 minus del square y0 by 2. Del square y0 this. So basically minus 0.015 512 by 2 plus minus plus alternating series del q y0 by 3 0.20233 by 3 and minus this value by 4 means minus 0.0132 by 4. This is your derivative, numerical derivative at the initial point. And you just do calculate this expression, it will be looks like you just do and verify. Are you able to understand or not?
Yes, sir.
In the formula alternating series, I have rearranged upper diagonal elements, first difference by 1, second difference by 2, third difference by 3, fourth difference by 4. In that way, just alternating series. First value plus minus in that way. Outside 1 by h. Outside 1 by h, first value positive, minus, plus, minus. First difference by 1, second difference by 2, third difference by 3, fourth difference by 4. Okay. After that, you don't have any difference, so no need to write after that values. Okay. So after doing this calculation, you will get here value 0.2128. You just verify it. Exact value 0.2171, approximate value 0.2128. So your error is in this process, error is exact value 0.2171 minus 0. Approximate value is this 0.2128. That is your error. If we will take modulus here, that will be absolute. If we will divide by the exact value, it will be the relative. If you will multiply the relative error by 100, it will be the percentage error. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
You have to remember this formula, and for any given set of discrete data points, you just find out. Here is also difference table. In that difference table, pick up the upper diagonal element to find the derivative at the initial point. Now question is, sometimes it will be asked you find out derivative at the second point. Derivative at the second point. Then with respect to the second point of y, which will be the upper diagonal elements with respect to this point, upper diagonal elements will be the below of this diagonal. That diagonal elements you have to pick up, and you have to think this is the initial diagonal elements, and you have to rearrange this type of formula. This type of formula. What I told you understood? अभी जो बताएं ये समझ में आया हो?
Yes sir.
अगर डेरिवेटिव सेकंड पॉइंट में पूछा जाए, फाइंड आउट द डेरिवेटिव एट द सेकंड पॉइंट, मींस dy by dx at x1, then with respect to x1, which will be the upper diagonal elements associated to that element y1, upper diagonal elements you have to pick up and you have to use same formula considering that diagonals. Okay, so if I will ask you here simply what will be the dy by dx at x1, I think you can able to tell me nicely what will be the value. Tell me dy by dx at x equals to 1. What will be the value for these data sets? Same formula you have to use, outside 1 by h. Okay, associate to 1, which will be the upper diagonal element. Associate to 1 upper diagonal elements is now this. These only 3 elements will be helpful to create your formula. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just a bit. Yes. 10 more. Then you just tell me values. What will be this value? H is 1 and first difference associated to this. First difference is this. First difference by 1. Alternating series means 0.1249. Okay. First value plus minus second difference by 2. Second difference is minus 0.0279 by 2 plus third difference by 3 means 0.0101 by 3. That will be the derivative at x1. Means you are using the same formula by considering that is now first element. Means associate to that element you have to use the upper diagonal elements to construct the same formula, which formula we have established here. Okay. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Now, what will be the second derivative? dy by d2y by dx2. ddx of dy by dx.
Exact value.
Which exact value? That question is over now. Okay. Question already we have
Okay, sir.
done. That is the exact value. Okay. That is initially I told you what will be the exact. From the given function, you will just you have put the value x0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is given also. You will get this y value point wise. With the help of this point wise information, you have to calculate derivative. That will be the numerical derivative and approximate value. And if you will do derivative of this mathematically direct, that will be the analytical direct or exact answer. From the exact value, whatever the value from the formula you will get here, that is you just subtract, that is the error. Okay. So calculate the error involved. That error is that much. Now question is clear, that question. Now second thing I would like to mention, you just calculate the second derivative. Second derivative कैसे होगा वो? First derivative को फिर से और एक बार derivative करना है. What is first derivative? Already you have got in terms of u here. First derivative already you have got here in terms of u. So d2y by dx2, if we will calculate here ddx of dy by dx, so you can do this derivative with respect to x directly? No, you just do this with respect to u. Again du dy by dx from the chain rule and du by dx. Again for du by dx, 1 by h will come out as 1 by h will come out left hand side, okay, and from previous 1 by h is here, so that will be outside 1 by h square, and inside again you just do derivative with respect to u. So it will be, if you will do derivative with respect to u, this will be 2u means 2 by 2 means this is constant, this is constant, so 0. This is 2 by 2 means 1, del square y0 plus 6u minus 6 by 6 del q y0, and the next terms will come. Okay. In that expression, if I will ask you find out the derivative, second derivative at the initial point, means second derivative at the initial point d2y by dx2, then your approximate value will be 1 by h square. That time del square y0. Okay. Next value is minus. You just see. In place of u, you have to put 0. In place of u, you have to put 0. So it will be minus 6 by 6 means minus del q y0 minus del q y0 by 1 also. 6 by 6. 6 by 6. Okay, no problem. And next term will come. Actually, to remember this, there is no linearity, so you cannot able to remember. At least up to third term, you just remember. Okay, del 4 y0. Then next term will become minus. It will be, I think, 101 by 113. Like I cannot able to say right now exactly, but minus something term will come. Here is no any linear term, but try to remember at least 3 term. Okay. You will get better approximate value for the 5 pair of data points suppose given to you. You can able to calculate second derivative. Okay. So this formula will be looks like this. Starting from second difference, second difference minus third difference. Here is also alternating series. Plus, minus, in that way it will keep continue. But there is no pattern to remember. So at least up to third term you just remember. First difference minus second difference minus third difference plus 11 by 12 fourth difference. Outside 1 by h square. Can you able to remember? So you have your starting value here for the second derivative, second difference. Okay. Can you able to tell me now for this difference table, what is the second derivative at the point 0, second derivative at the point x1? If you can able to remember these data sets, can you able to tell me what will be for the above example d2y by dx2 at x equals to 0 and d2y by dx2 at x equals to 1? Bolo, this is very simple, I think. You just pick up second difference, minus
Yes,
third
sir.
difference plus 11 by 12 fourth difference.
Okay.
Outside 1 by h square. So in the difference table, all the values, second difference, this minus this plus 11 by 12 this. Outside 1 by h square means 1 by 1 square means 1. That is the second derivative at 0. Second derivative at x1. Here is also same logic you have to follow. That time associate to 1 you have to consider associate to 1 which are the upper diagonal elements, and you have to use the same formula as like as we have done previously, little previous. Okay. So that time second derivative at bolo quickly bolo second derivative at x equals to 1 कितना होगा directly बोलो तो associate to 1 which are the upper diagonal elements, these are upper diagonal elements. Okay, but for the second derivative your starting value is the second difference, means this is, so outside 1 by 1 square means h square means 1 square, second difference is this means minus 0.0279, this minus this minus third difference 0.0101. This is second derivative at the point 1. Only that is the formula. You don't have the fourth difference term associate to 1. Associate to 1, you don't have the fourth difference term. After that, you don't have diagonal elements. So only these two terms you need to construct the second derivative. You got my points?
Yes, sir. So, but we got here, sir.
Which one? Second
This one,
derivative?
sir. Yes, sir.
You just tell me. You just try to, you just relook. Second difference minus third difference plus 11 by 12 fourth difference. Alternating series. Okay. First value plus, minus, in that way it will keep continuing.
Yes, sir.
But for the second derivative starting from second difference minus third difference. So, and if it is derivative at second point, then I told you with associate to that point, which will be the upper diagonal, that diagonal you have to use, and you have to use the same formula here. Okay. So derivative I am calculating at x equals to 1, double derivative. So associate to these upper diagonals are these. That is second difference, that is third difference. You don't have fourth difference. So second difference minus third difference. Second difference minus third difference. Okay, outside 1 by 1 square means h square. That is derivative. So nicely you just try to remember this formula for second derivative and this formula for first derivative. You can able to use these two formula for the first initial point and second point. Same type of expression we can able to get if I will use the Newton backward interpolation for the last point derivative or second last point derivative. And that time our series will be the simply plus series, not alternating series. Okay. So, okay. Similarly, if I will use, so these things I think you can able to calculate. Similarly, you just try to nicely, you just try to listen. Okay. If I will use, your derivative is asking point is the last point or second last point. And obviously you have to use Newton backward interpolation. In the Newton backward interpolation, your difference operator is the grade. Okay. And if I will calculate derivative at x equals to xn, last point, that time your formula will be, obviously these are approximate. Starting value grade yn minus, sorry, here all terms are positive. Grade square yn by 2 plus grade q yn by 3 plus grade 4 yn by 4. In that way, a plus series will keep continuing. And second derivative at last point will be 1 by h square. Starting value second difference, grade square yn plus grad q yn plus, looks like the same. Here alternating, here these are del operator. Alternating series, here all terms are positive. 11 by 12 grad 4 y. Up to third term you just try to remember. No need to remember remaining. Okay. Only up to third term you just do calculate. Okay. Because if 5 pair of points is given to you in the exam, so you may able to calculate maximum 4th difference. So you may able to calculate for the 5 pair of points this using this formula. If 6 pair of points or 7 pair of points is given to you, you do have 5th difference, 6th difference also, but no need to calculate this. You just approximate here. This is the better approximate value. You just tell, you will get the maximum marks. Okay, in exam also, because in this formula there is no linearity to remember. So you have remember up to third term, it is enough. Okay, now another things here is also I would like to mention. If question is asked to you again, first of all, these values, you just tell me which are these values. Which are these values? These values are in the differentiable lower diagonal elements. Can you remember when we have constructed that Newton backward interpolation, grad yn, grad square yn, grad q yn, that value from where we are pick upping? These values are the lower diagonal elements. So in the difference table, lower diagonal elements, in the first derivative, first difference by 1 plus second difference by 2, third difference by 3, fourth difference by 4. In that way, you rearrange, you will get first derivative value at the last point. Okay. If similarly second derivative also up to third term, you just do calculate. Now question is, if it is asked to you derivative at the second last point, then same formula you will use associate to the second last point, which will be the lower diagonal elements. So if I will ask you in this example, derivative at the point x equals to 4, that is the last point, then you have to pick up these diagonal elements. Okay, so derivative dy by dx at x equals to 4, that is 1 by h, outside 1 by h. First difference by this value by 1, this value by minus, sorry, all terms are positive here. This value by 2 plus this value by 3 plus this value by 4. Okay, d2y by dx2 at x equals to 4, starting from second difference. This value plus this value plus 11 by 12, this value. That is second derivative at last point. If it is asked to you, find out this first derivative or second derivative at the second last point, means that x equals to 3. Associate to these, which will be the lower diagonal elements, that is you have to pick up. That time your lower diagonal elements will be this. Okay, this will be your lower diagonal. With the help of these 3 points, you may able to calculate derivative, first derivative, second derivative at x equals to 3. If you can able to remember this 2 formula. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So you just pick up some data sets from the book, okay, or exercise. In every book you will get, I think, and from that data sets, find out the derivative, first derivative, second derivative, first points, second point, last point, second last point. Everything you just try to calculate and try to remember this 4 formula, which formula I told you today. Can you able to remember these things?
Yes, sir.
So in the next class, up to the derivative and interpolation, all the interpolation and up to derivative, you do have a quiz. Okay, in the next class, can you able to give that quiz?
So it's in the next class.
In the next class,
So please give some time.
So next week.
next week
Yes,
when?
sir.
Next week today, Wednesday. नेक्स्ट वीक को बताओ, तुम लोग डिसाइड करो. Okay, in the next class you don't have to do this. You just try to remember in the next week, maybe today's class or maybe Friday you have to give the class test. Okay, on the basis of module 3. Okay,
Okay.
interpolation and numerical derivative. Okay, and next day maybe I will do some practice more about these topics. Okay.
सर एंड सेमेस्टर आने वाले हैं, लैब का वाइवा होगा क्या?
लैब का वाइवा होगा.
सर कब?
That viva related, that viva is related to that class lectures in which way I am teaching you, and everything will be the conceptual. Means small question I will ask you, you can able to give answer or not. लैब का भाइवा में तुम लोगों को प्रोग्राम रिलेटेड लॉजिक भी पूछेंगे, ठीक है ना?
ओके सर.
जैसे
कौन सा लैंग्वेज सर?
लैंग्वेज, कौन सा लैंग्वेज मीन्स?
सर सी या C++.
नहीं, उसमें तुम लोगों को लैब का जो फाइनल एग्जाम होगा उसमें तुम लोगों को प्रोग्राम लिखना है सी में, C++. बट भाइवा आई विल आस्क यू रिलेटेड टू द थ्योरी, कॉन्सेप्चुअल. जिस हिसाब से हम लोग क्लास कर रहे हैं, कोई भी टेक्निक का प्लस पॉइंट, माइनस पॉइंट, व्हाट इज द ड्रॉबैक और व्हाट इज द कंडीशन ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस, इन व्हिच रेट इट विल अप्रोच टुवर्ड्स द आंसर, मींस दैट टेक्निक हाउ मच यू हैव अंडरस्टैंड डीपली. और ये कैलकुलेट करने के लिए क्या क्या चाहिए, जैसे 2-3 डाटा दे देंगे, सेकंड डेरिवेटिव पूछ लेंगे, ये तो फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव. तुमको आज का क्लास आइडिया नहीं रहेगा तो कैसे बताओगे, ठीक है ना?
यस सर. यस सर.
So that 4 formula is very important for the numerical derivative. Maybe in the next class I will do some practice on these topics. Okay, for that we will start the numerical integration, and next week you do have the quiz, theory quiz of module 3 up to this numerical derivative. Okay, your class is over today.
Thank you sir.
You need these slides.
Yes sir, you can share.
समझ में